I'm so brain dead because I moved, and I've been awake since midnight.
Well, hey, I'm here to pick up the slack. My name is James.
My name's Corwyn.
And welcome to This Movie's Gay.
Yay! Oh my god, I look crazy right now.
I have no idea.
You could open up the stream, James.
Yeah, but everything's too far away from me. Also, how come I sound... I recently listened to or watched the video. How come I sound like I'm in a church?
I don't know.
Like, there's so much reverb. Like, this is not... Like, this is a treated room.
I have no idea.
I shouldn't be sounding like that.
You shouldn't... I shouldn't be having double audio, which would explain that. But I wouldn't know because you're not opening and listening. You're not, like, double-checking everything like normal.
I realized that you weren't turned up all the way. I was like, why is he so quiet? But I realized why you were so quiet.
Because I keep... So I'm not set up.
It's on mine. It's my... You will feed through my speakers, like the output for speakers from my desktop into my interface. And because I do audio mixing, I'm like, oh, I don't want to always have it loud because then my ears start hurting and then I get fatigued from that. And I keep it at about like 18% at all time. You are still at 18%, so I turned you up to 100.
Nice. Well, I'm looking crazy right now because I spent literally all morning moving. And yeah, I haven't gotten my lights set up. I haven't gotten anything really set up. I'm on one monitor right now instead of two. Just one monitor. I'm tired, so my eye is doing that thing where it's just like half closed and I can't get it to open at a normal level like my other eye. It's great. It's great. It's great. We love my insecurities.
It's bad that I know exactly what you're talking about because I've seen you like this many times.
I know, and I mean, I've been up since midnight. I have not slept really. I moved. I hung out with my nephew via my friend's child. Who
okay.
They call me Gunkle Corwyn, and yeah, I was trying to stay awake to do this, so I'm doing this, and then I'm going to take a shower to get all of this off, and then I'm going to sleep, and it's going to be great.
Then let's make this a short one today.
We're going to do our normal hour, James. We're going to do it.
A normal 50, remember? We shoot for that.
We shoot for 50, but we go for an hour. That's just what happens. So...
One quick aside. My friend's children call me Uncle Cheese. And the only reason... The only time this has been brought up is I think... They made mac and cheese, and I was like, man, I love mac and cheese. Throw like some extra.
Give me some mac and cheese.
I was like, throw some extra cheese in it. It's great. And then they started calling me Uncle Cheese, and that was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it stuck.
Amazing. That's incredible. You're Uncle Cheese.
And how come I just never... I feel like I'm out of the loop always with what goes on in your life because... Did you move on a whim, or has this been in the works?
It's a thing. I can talk to you later.
Okay.
But yeah, a spot opened up with my friends, and I'm here now. So, but I literally got approved for the application like 2 days ago. So it was like a very, very last minute move.
Is it your friends Warren and Amanda from Whenever You're Ready?
No, it's not Warren and Amanda from Whenever You're Ready, but we love them. And I'm a little closer to them, but a little further away.
Are you closer to me now?
No.
You're further.
No, I think I'm further. I'm closer to TC. I'm very close to TC.
I'm also very close to TC, but emotionally.
So I could probably walk to TC, honestly. That's how close I am now. No.
Walk to TC right now, and TC will message me if you're out front.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sleep because I've got crazy eyes going on right now, and I am tired.
Can I say one quick thing before we started recording? I was waiting for Corwyn, and
I was literally hooking my computer back up.
And Nicole messaged me saying, hey, my stickers that will be available on patreon.com/darlinghomebody are available or not available. They were delivered. And we, a few months ago, had an issue with things either not being delivered or someone was stealing packages. So she'll message me saying, hey, can you please go get these just in case? I go down, I grab it, and then I check to make sure if there's other packages because she's a businesswoman. She has packages aloof. And I turn one over and I'm like, James McCall, what? So I scoop up my package, I scoop up hers, I go upstairs and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I was thinking in my head, I was like, I should probably film this because since doing Talkin Bout Beyblade, fans will just send me Beyblades. And Corwyn, where is this? So this is what I got. Can you see that? It's like a
box. Yes,
it's a toolbox.
On it.
Like a tackle box.
Yeah, a very manly looking box.
It's full of Beyblades.
Beyblades?
So I need to figure out who sent these to me and thank them.
Beyblades. It wasn't me. I can tell you that for sure.
Oh, yeah, I know, because you guys don't support that part of me.
I never deny that part of you.
It's either it's you're with me or against me, baby.
I'm neither. I'm gonna turn on this. Hold on. I have a light that I'm gonna turn on that might help me not be crazy. I just look very shiny now, and that's it. Let's be shiny.
Is my camera still good?
Fine. Your camera is fine.
Okay.
I don't even have my chair. I'm sitting in a kitchen chair right now.
I wouldn't know. I can't see you.
I know. You can't see me because you don't pull up.
What? No, share your screen. That's the thing. That's how we did it last time.
Did we?
Yeah. So if you want to do that, well, I got one more update from my week because as someone might remember, back in the day, probably over a year ago, I was talking about wanting to start making cold brew, but in weird liquids, like cold brewing milk, cold brewing.
Yeah. And I said that's not how cold brew works, and I hate you.
No, but that is how cold brew works. You just you take coffee, you put it in water, in a bag, like a mesh bag, but like finely meshed.
If you're using like water, yes, I feel like that would be cold brew. If you're using milk, you're infusing the milk with coffee.
So I'm cold brewing milk now.
Oh my God, I find so much.
I finally got one, and I made some oat milk that turned out great. Like my first time ever making oat milk. So then I'm like, oh, awesome. This bag works. I'm going to start that YouTube series.
And by making oat milk, you're talking about you are taking a bag of coffee cold brew and you're putting it in oat milk.
No, I made oat milk.
So you had bags of oats and you put it in water to make oat milk.
No, you blend the oats. This is how you make oat milk.
Okay, tell me.
It's 4 parts water, 1 part oat. I took my Ninja blender, I filled it with the water, then filled it with the dry oats and some ice cubes because I learned that if the blades make the water too hot, it'll start to make the oats more slimy. So you want to prevent that. So I put some ice cubes in it, blended it for 20 seconds. Then you put it in that finely meshed bag and then you squeeze it out, just like if you're making hemp milk or
a cheesecloth or something.
Yes, exactly. So you squeeze it out and then you let it cool and then you got oat milk.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what
I'll do for making oat milk. That's not cold brewing.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, with that bag, I needed to make sure that it worked in the sense of, hey, it doesn't let things go out of it. Like it strains things. That's what I'm saying. So now I can use it to make cold brew. Okay. Yes. And I'm excited. I'm glad for you. Make you some cold brew. Live your best life. Oh man, I can't wait till the eggnog. It's gonna be so good. And I thought like, hey, I should do like maple syrup to see like, oh, I want some coffee waffles. Oh, that'll be great. And I was like, oh my God, if I make this stuff right, hot sauce, like just Frank's Red Hot, put that on some nachos that I make and see if it tastes good. Good evening, loves. Hello, Zelly. Thank you for being here. Howdy. We haven't even started talking about we haven't even said the movie's title yet. We're just, it's in the title. I didn't put it in this title, so no one here knows. Uh-oh.
I literally got my computer set up at like whenever I messaged you, which was like 5:55, and we're supposed to go on at 6. So I'm like, I literally just got here to my new place and got my computer sort of set up for this. I'm not ready to stream anything else at the moment. That'll be a tomorrow project, maybe. So yeah, that's what has happened. So
screw that tomorrow. You just take the day off. You smoke a little of that Chiba ganj and have a nice day to yourself.
James. I'm going to sleep. I haven't slept. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, relaxing.
I ate something today. That was nice.
With that Chiba ganj.
Oh my God.
It helps you sleep. If it's a nice indica strand. Indica,
I don't have any weed.
Indo couch. Well, you can go to a dispensary or something.
Do I look like I'm going to go to a dispensary tomorrow? I'm going to sleep.
I don't know what you look like because you won't share your...
I shared the screen.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Jesus Christ, James. Useless. Not useless.
You didn't tell me, though.
You said we shared the screen last time, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. And I immediately shared the screen.
I was discussing oat milk and cold brew.
You were discussing oat milk and cold brew. All right, today we watched not today, I watched it yesterday, but we watched Other People with Molly Shannon.
Written by Chris Kelly, I believe, Chris Kelly of Saturday Night Live and The Other People, or The Two Others fame. He has his two major projects, both have Other in the title.
Other. I know nothing about him.
He was head writer with Sarah Schneider, a.k.a. Sarah Schrumboli, a.k.a. original cast member of College Humor Originals.
Well, this chair is killing me right now. It's fine. I normally look up the movies and do some research after watching them, but I did not do that for this one, so.
I already know this stuff.
You know this stuff already?
Yeah, I already know all of this.
Well, good. You lead.
Chia, hey guys. So this is a very sad movie. If you
give us a synopsis. I did it last time.
And like trigger warning, because I know Nicole has been wanting to watch this movie since it came out and seeing it on Netflix all the time. She's like, oh, that looks good. I love Molly Shannon. I will tell her not to watch this movie because it is about a mother with cancer. No spoilers. It happens right in the beginning. She passes away, and then we see the year before that happens, but Nicole has gone through, luckily her mom is fine now, but it's very difficult to watch. You don't want to watch that if you've gone through it.
Yeah, I have not. Well, I've gone through that with my grandmother, but not like my mom.
Yeah. So the story is David, I think is the name in there. This is a semi-autobiographical film, so it does follow, like, Chris Kelly did write this about his own life, where he goes back home after trying to be a film writer, comedy writer in New York, and he goes back home because his mom is sick. She is currently going through chemo and radiation, and then throughout the movie, that doesn't work, and then she says, I can't keep doing this. I'm going to let myself go. And when it happens, and it's them as a family living through this, but mainly through David's eyes and seeing how he is dealing with it, because he is very closed off to his family, because when he came out, it didn't go very well, as Mike Mitchell of Doughboys told us, and his dad still hasn't fully accepted him. It's just a sad movie, but also funny.
Yeah, it's got a lot of comedians in it. Hi, Cutest Nightmare. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
They said, LOL, not to spoil, but the mom has cancer and she dies in the very beginning.
Yeah, she does.
It's literally the opening scene.
Yeah.
It's just sobbing in a very, very awkward voicemail.
Oh, yeah, that voicemail, I was like, Jesus, read the room.
Not her sobbing, but like her daughters and husband and everyone just crying.
You just say son. You only needed one more person, and you just said daughter, husband, and everyone. It's just only one more person. The main character.
So tired.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. It's slice of life-ish because it's semi-autobiographical.
Yeah.
It did have some funny moments.
Yeah.
Overall, I've tried to watch this movie 3 times.
Oh, for real?
I finally succeeded in watching it like yesterday because I had to for this. But the first 2 times I tried to watch it, I 100% fell asleep.
Oh.
Like, passed out.
I thought you were going to say emotionally you couldn't.
No. It was just, I was asleep. The pacing, like, you complain about the 2-hour movies, but the pacing on this one made it feel like it was a 2.5-hour movie. I felt like I was marathoning Lord of the Rings. That's what I felt like.
I might have thought that the pacing was perfectly fine because every single scene had a comedian that I have loved for years.
Yeah, I mean, I loved seeing Retta and Nicole Byers and
you got a Lennon Parham. Darcy Carden.
Darcy Carden, yeah.
Who is Janet. You also have Colton Dunn from Superstore, Drew Tarver from Bajillion Dollar Properties, or Chris Kelly's other project, The Two Others. You also had
the guy from The Office.
I would not know. I've never seen The Office.
The boyfriend, Paul. Or the ex-boyfriend.
Zach Woods from also Silicon Valley and many other things.
He's in Avenue 5, the HBO comedy with Hugh Laurie. I love him. He's great.
He's fantastic. Watch. So Lennon Parham's also in this, but watch Playing House. It's such a fantastic show. It was on USA. You can find it, I think, on Amazon.
Other shows to me right now. James,
so
like,
good.
I'm gonna remember. Like, I'm gonna think of this after 2
rewatch
minutes.
it. When I die, you'll re-listen to all of these to remember me.
Will I?
I don't know.
Will I? Why would I make myself cry, James?
You'll just ask a fan to make a supercut of like the greatest hits, and then you'll listen to it.
I already asked someone to find me doing an evil laugh, and I haven't heard anything yet.
It's there. I just don't know.
I know there's one somewhere. I just don't know where. I don't know where, and it's just gonna stay wherever it is forever. It's fine. I thought I did it in the episode that Corey and Rudy were in, but I like skimmed through that and I could not find one. So
there are some apps that let you do like a 4x speed. Just use that.
Why would I do that?
So you can seek through quicker.
That's work, James. I'm busy. I'll just make another evil laugh. Okay, you ready? 1.
Well, it's
2,
gonna.
3. There we go.
Now that I think about it, it was with a guest, or no, I think it was for sure during one of the bits where you or I was your agent.
Yeah.
It's during one of those.
There's plenty of laughter in this entire series. And there's laughter in our chat too, Zelly Beans. She's enjoying this. So do I clip that laugh now or later? Whenever you want to, Cutest Nightmare, I'll clip it. I'll add it as a sound command. So I'm actually thinking of adding a channel point reward to me doing an evil laugh. So I can do that too.
I thought you were going to say, I'm thinking about getting a soundboard and adding that to my repertoire. And I was like, yeah, dude, do it. I've been wanting to do that.
No. I also forgot to do the timer. Let me turn that on.
Because for Talking About Beyblade, I want to do an episode where it's set up like a shock jock drive time radio, but I would need to set my keyboard up as a sound bank, and that takes some time, and I wouldn't be able to record it in the Beyblade clubhouse, which is just my closet.
James, do you see who's in chat now?
Is it C?
No.
Wait, who is it?
I'm sharing my screen.
No, it's very. Do I have to get out the measuring tape again? It's very far away, and your screen is very small, so I can also see other things.
It's me, Trekkie B.
Hey, Trekkie B.
Hello, welcome in. Thanks for tuning in and seeing this mess.
It's not a mess.
I'm talking about myself because I have my moving face on.
You're not a mess. You look glowing.
I don't have a crown. Whereas live, this movie's gay.
Yeah.
It's very gay. This movie was. I mean, it was sort of gay. It was mostly sad.
Yeah, but you know, that's part of the experience of being a person.
The part when they went to New York and they were in the comedy club and
the UCB theater.
And Darcy was asking about, her character was asking about the mom and like chemo and all that. And he's just like, she just decided not to do it anymore. And she's like, is she like going to do it again? And they were like, what about radiation and all that? And like that awkward lady just came up and started talking, and it just shows her, and she's just sobbing silently. That was a good moment. I love that moment.
I have a note about that awkward person. That's Allison Rich, writer of The Goldbergs. But
you have everyone.
She was on a sketch comedy show with Nicole Byer. It was Nicole Byer, her, and
she's incredible. Nicole Byer,
Jess McKenna.
You're amazing. I love you.
So Allison Rich has The Body is Disgusting. It's this short web series she has. It's on YouTube. Please check it out. I think it's also on her Instagram. It's so fucking funny. Nicole and I watched it in one sitting. It's great. Allison Rich.
You say that like I'm gonna remember.
No, what are you? There are other people listening. I'm not talking just to you. There are, how many people are watching right now?
It's all about me.
Oh my God.
I have no idea. It says we have 3 viewers.
Well, and every week we get like 60.
Yeah, so there are people listening, and there are people watching now. That's all I know. That's all I know, James.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I love the moment with Darcy. And one thing this movie did a lot was give me secondhand embarrassment, which I never get because I'm like, who cares? But there were definitely a lot of moments of that where I'm like, oof.
One specific scene comes to mind, and I have some comments on this. If anyone were to bring me on a first date to a drinks-only date, I too would spray vomit everywhere.
Why?
Because
also, like, we've seen a movie that did the same thing, not with the drinks only, but had the same sort of awkward date where it's like one character is just like trying to make jokes, but the jokes involve just shitting on like something, and the other date, the other person is just like, I like that thing.
I was very like, oh my God, why are you doing this? But
why would you go on a date and shit on something? Every date that I've gone on that someone has done that, I hate it. I hate them.
My thing with this is that I took this as he is very drunk because he thought they were going to eat as well. So maybe he came on an empty stomach and is like, oh, I'm drinking. When do we get food?
He thought there was going to be food. Hit People Guy said, Eric, also known as Trekkie B47, the host of Ranger Command Power Hour.
That is who it is. Oh, and shoot.
God! The host of Ranger Command Power Hour is here, y'all.
I also need to remember to...
Very same!
Because this is a live thing, I've kept on accident not shouting out our $10 patrons, which Eric and Steve F are. So I've been having to like slice them in later. So remind me to do that during plugs.
You could also like send me things that you want, and I can set it on a timer so that it pops up in the chat. I don't know if you know, I also have we're also going to be saying them, but if it pops up in the chat, I can see it and be like, hey, James, do this. Because that's a handy-dandy thing. Like I have one that I did. I forgot to turn on the timer, but it's have a suggestion for what LGBTQIA+ movie we do next. Let us know here in the chat or through any of our social media. For links, type in TMG socials.
Please type it in, guys. All right. Let me get to some notes. Mitch was in here. I love that.
See, Hip Heel Guide says, see, James, you got to do this because Corwyn is a big-time streamer now and is great at all things Twitch.
Yeah, I think Twitch is just full of douche minutia, and I don't want to do all of this stuff. Nicole's
You're wrong. There are very lovely people here.
No. That's not what douche minutia means. Douche minutia means like, hey, let's start streaming. And you're like, dope. That's so simple. But then Twitch is like, but you got to do this. You got to do this. Oh, man, you have to have flashy things on the screen whenever this happens. And in the chat.
You don't have to have flashy things.
Yeah, but that's what all of this stuff is.
I have flashy things because I like flashy things.
Okay,
Newsflash, James. I like flashy things.
News flash. Yeah, guys, I showed my titties. I don't know if that showed up.
It did.
Okay, good.
Mainly because your shirt is rainbow, so like you pulled up your shirt and then just suddenly there's no rainbow.
Nice. I was also going to assume that
someone's gonna get TMS'd. It's fine. They're male presenting.
I was going to say, also, you couldn't see it because immediately a bright white light flashed off from my flesh because I am very pale.
Like a reflection happened. Just so pale as a reflection.
It took like 4 seconds for my camera to adjust the lighting.
Your camera was like, did someone flash? What happened? No, Trekkie B47. He's not wearing a green shirt. He's wearing a black shirt. But the green screen he set up was magenta. So I had the magenta filter on there for the chroma key, and it picked up his shirt. And then he removed the magenta. So he's just cutest nightmare. Yeah, let's say the light bounced off. He's wearing that.
You had the filters on, but my shirt has such sights to show you.
Your shirt and your hat are both rainbow, and I'm totally fine with rainbow with the VHS squiggles.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
Those are scan lines. The VHS squiggles, they're scan lines. That's the technical term for them. If we're talking about the same squiggles here.
I don't know. I do like the chroma key shirt. It's a nice bonus for the people watching the live stream. It is a nice bonus. Sure. I get to have a rainbow background, and James gets to wear a rainbow shirt. So that's what it is today. I would have gotten my crown, but I think I didn't bring it in this round of moving things. So that's that. What didn't you have something to say about the awkward first date scene? Did you have something else to say about that?
No, just that I would have sprayed vomit too.
Also, it was crazy that the date just was going so poorly, and then he was like, "Where to go next?" And the guy was like, "We can watch a movie at my place." It's still that the date could still progress until he spewed everywhere, and then it was like, all right.
Oh wait, there's one more thing. Don't wash your mouth out with soap. Ugh.
Oh, that was terrible. and even that, okay, I get it. I get why he did that because the vomit. But at the same time, why would you lean over and guzzle the soap down like you're trying to drink an icy straight out of the fountain?
Yeah,
why would you do that? Just put it in your hand.
Yeah, put it in your hand. Well, first wash your hands, and then put it in your hand, and either lick it or get some soapy water and put that in your mouth and swish it around.
Yeah, which both they're gonna taste gross. Probably not really gonna help that much. So bring one of those little tiny toothbrushes with you on dates.
Or Listerine strips.
Yeah, bring a Listerine strip.
It's odd that the strips were not to be eaten like candy, but when those came out, I was the age of someone who would eat those like candy, and I would just
100%.
I would just pop open the entire thing, and it would be like a brick like that big. And
my God. Would you put that whole thing in?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, my God.
Just
I never did that. I would put one, and I would feel the melty, and I like that, and I'd wait a few minutes and then do the melty again. That's what I liked.
Right now, it's just giving me a stomach ache because it's like, oh, my God, why would I do that? But did you ever put a whole thing of bubble tape in your mouth?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I've also, taken a bite out of the side of bubble tape a heathen. I do the melty again. Yeah, I do the melty again. Gotta do the melty. Corwyn 2020. I should add a quote thing. Hey, people, guys, send me that quote on Discord. I'll add it.
Yeah.
I'll make a quote command. Yeah. that date. And then immediately he had to go pick up toilet paper. Was it toilet paper? And then laxatives. And his breakdown in the supermarket about the laxatives and not being able to find them, and him just being like, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. And I'm like, where have you been a good person? I don't see it, but that's okay.
I think, I wouldn't say he's a bad person.
He went home to take care of his mom and all of that, but like at no point in the movie was I ever like rooting for him to be like, yeah, you're great. Like all of his interactions with people were just awkward as fuck. And that was it. It was just a lot of awkward. Which some people are awkward, and that's okay. You can be awkward. But then the breakdown and freaking out was a lot.
Yeah, he was probably also, this is the one issue, like the biggest issue with him, is that he was probably still drunk when he drove. Oh, yeah. He 100% was still drunk, and he drove. And then talked about how good of a person he was. And he had just, thrown up on a date where... But not literally on the date. Not on the date, but he'd thrown up because he got smashed on wine. And during that date, he was also being like, he was shitting on Sacramento and all that stuff. And it's like, you're going on a date with someone in Sacramento, they probably enjoy Sacramento. Like, why would you just shit on that? Why would you make that decision on a date? I don't get it. But yeah, the whole time I was like, there's not really a point where I'm like, I find you to be an interesting, lovable person. It was more like, I'm sad for you. That was it. That was my whole thought for the movie. I didn't take notes for this movie because I was moving today. Is wine drunk worse or better than beer drunk, hard liquor drunk? Wine drunk for me is worse because wine drunk gives me a headache every time. Every time I just have a headache and I feel terrible while I'm wine drunk. And then beer drunk is totally fine, and hard liquor drunk is totally fine for me. Hard liquor drunk usually makes me feel like hot. Like I'm like, it's very hot in here. I just get drunk. That's okay too, cutest nightmare. You just get drunk. You do you. But be safe. The viewers saw this, but the listeners haven't seen my response to this. I'm just doing one of those emojis where it's like shoulders up, like, I don't know. I've never been drunk. James knows nothing. He's never been drunk. It's fine. I drank some Boone's Farm. I did that once, but not enough to get me drunk. I'm also nicer when I drink cutest nightmare. I mean, I'm nice in general, usually. Would that be agreeable, James? I mean, the pause. Yeah, no. So, pause. You like being mean to me, but as a joke. So I'm not the best one to ask about this because you're just the pause. James, I accepted doing a podcast with you. That's the nicest thing I've ever done for anyone. Yeah. Well, it's because I came up with a good idea, and you were like, "Hell yeah!" You were like, "Do a podcast with me. Do a podcast with me." I'm like, "No, absolutely not, never." And then you're like, "What about gay movies?" And I was like, I hate you. I did it. You were like, "He's done it. It's my weakness." He honed in on it. Let me guess through some of my starred notes. I don't have notes. What was that? I said, do some notes. I don't have notes. Justin, the child that did the drag show, and also the very inappropriate show was great. Yeah. I've seen them in something, and I don't know what it was. He's in an ABC show and a Disney show. I don't remember the names of them. I don't either, but it was great. It was great. Hit People Guy said the pause, by the way. I need you to know that. James doesn't drink. He's only done Freon. I mean, I've also smoked weed. Have you? Yeah. Wow. News to me. What? I thought you've known this. I've said it many times, and I just am like, what? Yeah, in 6th grade is when I first smoked weed. Oh, yeah, but now it's just CBD. I don't even do I mean, it's because I can't afford it. Oh. Okay, but One thing about that dance scene, the girl in this tiny girl in the background was so funny. She just during this insane dance.
She's just like dumping the water on him killed me. Just walking. My roommate and I both went, no. She just walked up with a puddle of water and was like,
she's probably like 3 or 4 years old. And I thought it would have been so funny. She went down to reach for something, and I thought it was a fog machine. And if it would have been a fog machine, I would have been like, what the fuck is this?
I would have believed it. Now my memory of that scene has a fog machine.
But let me get to some of my notes. So we see Mike Mitchell from the Doughboys and the Birthday Boys. And
who that is.
He was the clerk at the grocery store during the daytime that was like, oh, how's your family doing? And then...
Oh, that guy, the other awkward guy where he's like, I heard what happened. How are you doing? And he's explaining it, and then he's like, you coming out? And he's like, that was 9 years ago. What?
Then he goes, David says, oh, what I was talking about was my mom has cancer. And his reaction was just like, oh my God, your mom has cancer? Do I have the treatment for you? A DVD.
A $1 DVD rental.
And he has a discount.
And with a discount. No new movies. No new movies. No. The new movies don't have a discount. Just the old movies.
Then Mitch, that's how I know this character as, by his nickname in real life, it says like, oh, I'm a writer too. I've been writing some sci-fi stuff, this and that. Corwyn, what have you been writing lately?
I was writing my sci-fi stuff, but I haven't gotten anywhere with it.
You got to pick it up.
I know, I got to do more work, but like, it's this whole thing where the pandemic hit and I'm like, oh, well, now I have time to do more art. Even though my career is art, and then just nothing has happened. Just nothing.
It's the opposite.
I started streaming. I got affiliate so that we can do this podcast via stream. Ooh, I'm interested in hearing about Corwyn's creative pursuits. My creative pursuits. So I'm writing, the sci-fi thing I'm writing is, I actually have 2 different stories. One of them's more sci-fi, the other one's more fantasy. One of them is like, I'm a gay book. Both of them are gay books. But one is like someone is in an accident and basically can interact with an alternate dimension and has to fight like these abyssal creature things that no one else can see. So he's seen as crazy and other people can see it, but as soon as they see it, as soon as that thing goes away, they completely forget about it. Oh, there's someone on a roof right outside. I have a window right in front of me, so I can see outside, and there's just someone out there. That's fun. And then the other one is a fantasy about it's a very magic heavy society, and there's like a dragon prince, and that's what it is. Don't think that you should feel bad about not coming out with the next War and Peace during the pandemic. Like, it's a freaking pandemic. It's a pandemic. There's things happening. And, I've moved, and I've been busy, and I've been playing video games, and chilling with y'all, and just talking a lot. And that's it. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. I've just been writing, the Talkin Bout Beyblades.
You've been writing the Talkin Bout Beyblades. Talkin Bout Beyblade.
Writing a couple new shows. I'm doing
Can I do your intro for Talkin Bout Beyblade?
I already have.
How does your intro go? Can I do a fun voice for it?
No, it's like a rap song.
Oh. I just wanna like a promo for Talkin Bout Beyblade. Let's see. Whoa. Yeah. I can play. Oh, I was talking about Beyblade. Let's see.
Yeah.
What's a funny voice I can do for talking about Beyblade?
Well, you can come on as a character because that's the only way I'll allow my co-host to come on.
James is like, no co-hosts allowed. I hate the co-hosts.
I told Nicole, I said, she's like, oh, I might want to come on. I was like, yeah, you can come on as Upside Down Man because that's the only way I'm allowing you to come on. And she's like, for real? And I was like, yeah, except she jokingly said she would do episode 32 just by herself. So I've been keeping her to that. So like every month or so, I'm like, hey, remember episode 32? That's all you. Can I say one of my notes, which relates to that tween that we saw dancing?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when we're first introduced to him, he is very confident in himself, or I mean, just confident and not confident. Like that makes it seem like a bad thing. So he's talking and to David, and just says before he leaves, says, "I love that shirt." And he's like, and this is a quote from it. He said, "Oh, I was worried about my shirt since you saw it," because he's just very confident and fashion forward, and two, also like teenage to tween age, which those people are merciless.
But that kid was so like positive and nice, which was great.
I got one more note.
Hold on, what's your talking about Beyblade? Let me see. It's James talking about Beyblade.
So I've been doing bits in the intro. Like the most recent one is me talking to Jigsaw from the Saw movies, because he is now just a character on the show. And so he was like setting you guys up as my faux hosts into one of his things, and I come in, I'm like, hey dude, we already did this, we did it last week. And he's like, I wasn't here for that. I'm like, well, I had to do an impression of you. And he's like, oh, so you're just gonna do an impression of me? So if you come in for the intro and like just do an intro, I would be fine with that.
So you've set me up in some sort of Saw thing.
Yeah.
Saw trap, because I wasn't overly enthusiastic about you starting another podcast about Beyblades.
Yeah, but I also said the other 8, like you guys are all in the same trap.
We're in the same. I'm getting out, James.
Well, no, it's set up so you can also, I believe the joke was you guys had...
Same trap.
You guys had...
They're squigs.
You guys
James,
had...
Hydrate.
I don't have anything around me.
Find some water.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
The joke was that you guys had 4 hours to edit your respective podcasts, and you all had internet access, and you could all work. So like all 8 of you could also edit little chunks to split it up 8 evenly. And it was just Jigsaw laughing like, this is actually pretty accommodating to you guys. It should be very easy for you to successfully do this.
James, I've done great things. I made us a pretty background. I edited our logo so that I can make it all at the top, instead of it being like this movie's and then gay. Or no, this movie's gay. I've done a lot of... I put in a static effect. I put in that VHS thing that you said the name of that I don't remember.
Scanlines.
Yeah, that thing. Also, Sir Swigs, thank you for the hydrate. I have done that. I appreciate you being here.
I just keep my pee inside of me, so I'm always hydrated.
I would get out of the trap, James. I would get out. I'd be out.
That's the joke. It's very easy for you all to get out of the trap. It's
the
not
joke
me.
Is James is trying to murder me via Saw, and I'm not having it.
The joke was also that if you don't do it within the 4 hours, there is a bomb on your seat, and all it will do is just blow up your butt. So like you will survive, you just won't have a butt.
James, I'm gay. I need a butt.
Well, all I'm saying is like you'll have a flat butt.
No, I will never have a flat butt, James.
Well, that's...
Not gonna lie, James, I was listening the whole time. I didn't understand the joke. So for those of you that don't know, the Talkin Bout Beyblades is a podcast that James does for his Patreon. So if you'd like to sign up for that and listen to him make these jokes, you 100% should. He's wonderful. He's a wonderful co-host. He does a lot of things. He does all of our audio for the most part. I've started doing audio now that we can't be in close proximity because of things. Don't you just... Sir Squigs said ass feels optional. Don't you just need the dick? Yes, Sir Squigs, but, everybody likes some booty.
Yeah.
Come on. This is set to mature.
I saw, I saw, speaking on booties and like everyone likes a booty, I was about to just say like some like, ooh, yeah, I saw porn, like some porn stuff. I did not click on it, but there was a Pornhub title of like, sexy.
Why didn't you click?
Oh, well, you're about to find out why I didn't click. Sexy woman puts Orbeez up her ass, and I was like, no, I can't click on that because what if that ends up being my thing? But also, I felt like,
what if that's your kink?
Also, I was like, oh my, what if she loses Orbeez up there? I felt concerned.
Minus Morgul 89 Elements said Beyblades with a Saw themed murder. Call it Saw Blades. There's an idea for you, James.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. No, that was Freddy Krueger when he came on. He would ripcord my throat.
Why are so many horror movie people coming on? So you said no co-hosts, but Freddy Krueger's okay.
Yeah, well, they just show up like Roger Pork Sandwich, who was a bee who came over, who was there for a teacher's assistant's job, but it was actually Upside Down Man, was acting as if he was monsters.com. And I was like, no, I don't have a job for you.
Oh, my God. Also, hi, Elements. Welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Let me do one more.
And he said, do the Orbeez grow in size?
I don't know.
Sir Squigs said I was going to say those things expand.
Yeah, I did not click on it. I will say I clicked, the only reason I know, because I was on this person's page because I Googled
yeah.
push butt plug out because that is a thing I'm into.
Oh my God.
And
Judas Nightmare said should have clicked. James, we're going to need you to go back and click and update us next week, okay?
I will. But because I am concerned. I want to know what happens.
James is going to be on Pornhub for like 10 hours looking for that clip.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure if you search Orbeez, this is the only video. Well, she also had like puts Orbeez in her tight vagina.
Oh my God. Gotta head out because I still got homework but have a fun stream. We should be ending soon, Sir Squigs. I appreciate you being here. I love that you got to experience that. It's wonderful.
Oh, one last note.
One last note. Go for it.
I shave my butthole for myself. It's not for anyone else. It makes it better for...
Paul shaved it for himself.
Yes, that's what I was referencing. I've thought about waxing it myself because it makes...
That sounds hard.
Cleanliness easier for me.
Yeah, I get that. The fact that Paul said that and then David tried to make one of his fights, there are a lot of Orbeez video on Pornhub.
Who said that? Elements went to look. He went to research for you. How? Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm disturbed.
How were Tide Pods eaten, but Orbeez never eaten? Nicole and I have this conversation maybe 3 times a year.
Oh my God.
Because we'll see Orbeez and we're like, yeah, that looks like it should be eaten.
Yeah.
That silence is kept.
They pop. That's what they look like.
All right, yeah, we gotta wrap up.
I loved all the comedians that were in it.
Me too.
That I got to see Retta, and I loved that I got to see Nicole Byers be like, he got you belts.
Yeah.
Amazing. She's incredible.
Listen to her podcast, Newcomers. It's her and Lauren Lapkus. Both of them have never seen Star Wars, so they watch all of the Star Wars movies and discuss them.
She also has a podcast called Why Won't You Date Me?
It's
or something
fantastic.
like that. It's also fantastic. When our power went out, like a few weeks ago, my roommate had downloaded an episode and we were listening to it during the power outage.
Nicole's here.
Nicole!
Hey, Nicole.
Is she going to be rainbow? I don't know. Is Nicole going to be rainbow?
Nicole,
Is she wearing black or purple?
yeah, Nicole's rainbow.
Rainbow! And the face mask is rainbow too. We love to see it. We love to see it. Wear your mask, y'all. That good promotion there. Yeah, I didn't have any notes. I didn't take any notes. I loved all of them. I love Retta. The part where Molly Shannon's character gave the new teacher all the boxes that she made was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
All the heartbreaking moments happened with Molly Shannon. There were no heartbreaking moments with the main character. I was like, you're breaking down in a drugstore or a grocery store, and that worker that's just like, he's like, where are the fucking laxatives? And the worker's just like, they're right in front of you.
Right here, bro.
They're literally right there.
Would you recommend it? For Molly Shannon and for Retta and for Nicole Byers and Darcy and all these other people, yeah, sure, watch it. Hi, Nicole. Everyone wave at Nicole. We know you can't, but wave at Nicole. Yeah, I would recommend it for that. I'd also recommend it because, hey, more gay movies. Let's do it. Yeah.
Tell Netflix we need some fucking more gay movies.
I fully recommend it. It's sad, though, so if you're not in the mood for that, don't do it. But Corwyn, what you got to plug?
I mean, this Twitch channel, Corwyn, just be here. I'm playing games and such, y'all. I've been playing Fortnite. I'm doing okay at it. James said I was very good at it.
Yeah, very good.
I don't agree, but that's fine.
After playing for 7 hours, you are very good.
I have some very, very funny clips in it, though, which I need to go back and find. And, also follow my theater company on social media and stuff. We're not doing anything right now, but hopefully we'll be able to do something and survive the pandemic. So that's Sawbox Theater Collective. And then, hit up the MLN Pod website and all that. Tell me the Patreons. Tell me them. Tell me the Patreon. Okay.
First, it might sound dumb to the people who are listening to this as a podcast, but to the viewers right now, we have like 72 episodes not on Twitch. We recorded in a room together. So please, wherever podcasts are found, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever, search This Movie's Gay and listen to the back catalog. It's all great.
Yeah, I just linked the website in the chat. It's got links to all the podcasts on the podcast network. Everything from Buffy the Vampire Slayer to a D&D game to Mostly Speaking Sentai, the source material for Power Rangers. Y'all can listen to all these great podcasts. And This Movie's Gay. All the backlog is on there. So check us out. We are sometimes funny, mostly exasperated. And by exasperated, I mean me to James.
Yeah.
Me, i.e. James.
And then check out patreon.com/MLM pod to support us the best way possible and get exclusive podcasts from there. It's great. Talking About Beyblade, Engage with Nicolas Cage, and the Toku Reading Corner. So far, it's just Nicole and I doing shows because of the pandemic, but eventually other co-hosts will start joining the fray. And go over to the Mostly Speaking Sentai Twitch channel. Currently, we do Power Rangers games every Sunday, but we're about to start doing The Evil Within, where you will see me get very frightened because I don't do horror games very well.
He just hit affiliate, which is James over here on my opposite side. He just hit affiliate on that channel. So if you want, give him a follow. Go tell him you enjoy his antics. It's mostly him doing a direct from brain to mouth stream. That's what it is. It's just James talking.
It's also Nicole sometimes as well.
And Nicole sometimes. We love seeing Nicole.
And we'll have guests on here and there. Which, if Trekkie B's still watching, he's going to be on hopefully within the month or within a month. Yeah, to play Power Rangers SPD for the Game Boy Advance. Also,
Element said, fucking gay movies or gay fucking movies? Word order may be best on a note to Netflix. You know what, Elements? I'm going to say both. We need both. I've seen Netflix do some nudity scenes.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I haven't seen Netflix do that, but I have been on like celebrity nude sites that focus on Netflix series where celebrities are nudes, and yeah, you know, it's good stuff.
There was a gay autobiography movie on Netflix a while ago that straight up had a sex scene in it.
Hell yeah.
I don't remember the movie. I watched it a very long time ago, but I'm like 100% sure it was on Netflix. But yeah, that's all my plugs. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all. I love you all. Again, thank you for that gift sub to Trekkie B, Hit People Guy. We appreciate you in here. Yeah, did you need to shout out the patrons?
Oh, yes. That I was truly just about to do that. Thank you so much to our $10 patrons. First up, Steve F, a.k.a. Hit People Guy. Then
People Guy.
Eric B, Trekkie style
Eric
of Ranger
B.
Command Power Hour. My old boss and your old boss in some ways, Alex Z. I don't know about, I'll blank the last name out. Then we have Orion, a.k.a. the rapper Defo. We have Kayla, a.k.a. Two Grapes. Then duo Grun Fox. That's two Fox for the price of Grun. My best friend, Tyler Wright. He's fine with me saying his last name. And our new $10 patron from just today, Elliot. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back in a couple weeks. I will announce the movie sometime next week. It might be Beautiful People. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, though, send them our way on any of our social medias, and I will check them out. Sorry for the last-minute change in movies this week. Hulu and the internet lied to us and said that it was available via Hulu, but it's not. It was available via Hulu with live TV for $60 a month. No, thank you.
No.
So yeah, love you all. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. Bye.
Bye. See you guys. Bye.